Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the grand finale of the Global Leadership Conclave 2021, an initiative of skills reform that gives an opportunity to the youth, specifically from age group of 40 to 25 years, from all across the globe, voice their opinion, express their choices, and develop the essential skills to be an aware and agile global citizen. This forum ensures that the students from schools, colleges, and university become the harbingers of change that we all wish to see. It's a global platform to listen and discuss the changing dynamics of education and careers and what the youth wants. With the goal of energizing students to harness their global experience and make real changes in their family, communities, and the world, we hope to mobilize the youth and policymakers in the progressive direction. With the objective of bringing a common forum, we rolled out the nominations of in the month of June this year, and with 600 plus registration from 10 countries, within a week, we shortlisted 100 plus applicants and then handpicked the 15 finalists to represent their country. Their thoughts on the most relevant topics of virtual education, unemployment, skill development, and others. Today, it gives me an immense pleasure to be an MC of this grand finale of GSLC 21, which is now a signature event of skills reform that will grow bigger and larger in its reach and impact. As the director of this venture of ours, I welcome you all today to felicitate these young minds who became the torch bearers, and most of them got this opportunity for the very first time to speak on such a large forum. Before we commence with the ceremony, I request my backend team to run a short video to share the journey of GSLC 21. So stay put and we have the video.
To voice their opinions, express their choices, and also develop essential skills in order to become an aware and agile global citizen.
We do not want to be left with a bunch of concepts and ideas that are unconnected and do not make much sense to us.
So this is something which is affecting not only our postures, our physical health, but also our mental health.
Today, the issue between work and unemployment is very complicated.
People being abbreviated to mere blocks on our screens.
I'd like to congratulate the audience as the rectification or mugging up techniques we all undergo before every examination is being eliminated.
Pay much due attention towards the nature and the amount of data they were giving to the particular website.
Having a graduate degree truly differentiates you from a pool of applicants for jobs and while applying in different companies.
Students apply the habit of mindful reading, writing, thinking across disciplines, and they make connections, pose questions.
The only way that students can reach learning is through media. Media means media channels and all that.
If the structure were to be designed around analytical and critical thinking, it would fuel a revolutionary thinking pattern. A roadmap is a strategic plan that defines a goal or desired outcome.
Social media engagement and has increased by 72%.
As we students are 23% in this whole world, we are 100% the future.
Thank you so much. And this is an effort from our backend team, so we can have a good round of applause for them for creating this. Yes, you can show the icons here, whatever you have to say. So if you want to say something, you can raise your hand. And if you really want to appreciate the efforts of all the panelists or all the speakers here, put it in the chat. And I would request all our Facebook attendees here who are watching this from anywhere. So you can put your comments and you can leave your questions on the Facebook Live, and we will be taking care of that those questions are answered. So thank you so much. And now I invite our keynote speaker of the day, Dr. Vasila Kao, to enlighten the attendees with her words of wisdom on youth empowerment. Just for a brief introduction of hers, Vasila Kao Evangelia has a BA in philosophy from Jerry College, the American College of Greece, and an MA in applied linguistics from the Hellenic American University with high distinction. With 3 honorary doctorates and 38 awards in her kitty, she has presented in numerous conferences in Greece, Cyprus, Malta, Bulgaria, and Spain, and in international e-conferences in Indonesia, India, Turkey, Pakistan, Morocco, and Nigeria. She has also delivered more than 50 talks till now, and she has authored various articles for the ELT News magazine, the Sol Greece ELT Weekly newsletter, and the Scientific Journal of Applied Languages and Linguistics. She is also Vedant's international advisor and president of IAAR Europe, the International Association of Academicians and Researchers. And it was during one of the conference where we met, Vasila Kao. So over to you, ma'am. The floor is yours. So if you want to run your presentation, so can I request my backend team to make her do the needful?
Thank you very much for inviting me to your platform. I feel very glad that I have such bright minds here and the young generation to listen to my keynote address. Let me share my screen. In the words of Sandberg Sheryl, people need to build their skills and not their resume. And in the words of Michael Josephson, we should hire people for their character and train for their skills. These 2 strong messages reveal the fact that the young generation today need to have required skills for a dynamic and successful future. And that will be the focus of my keynote presentation today. I'm sure that most of the young students today have questioned themselves if they really have the 21st century skills that today's employers are seeking. According to Klaus Schwab, the founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, especially nowadays, the pandemic represents a rare but narrow window of opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset our world. So in the words of the founder and executive chairman, I think that we should foreground the importance of skills. The reason why I chose the World Economic Forum to talk about today is that it is an international NGO that was founded in 1971, and its mission is to improve the state of the world by engaging business, political, academic, and many other leaders of society in order to shape the regional and industry agendas. So given this in mind, I think that would be the best platform and the best advice to forward today. According to the World Economic Forum, 50% of the population and students need to reskill their skills. All employees will need reskilling by 2025. Let's take this into consideration since we are talking about 2021. So this is not very far away from now. The top 10 skills of 2025 are the analytical thinking and innovation, active learning and learning strategies, complex problem solving, critical thinking and analysis, creativity, originality, initiative, leadership and social influence, technology use, monitoring and control, technology design and programming, resilience, stress tolerance and flexibility, and lastly, reasoning, problem solving and ideation. The time needed now to start building all these skills in jobs of tomorrow, it might take 1 to 2 months for people and content writing, sales and marketing skills development, 2 to 3 months for the product development and data and artificial intelligence skills, and 4 to 5 months for cloud computing and engineering skills. Now, another reference would be to the job landscape, because by 2025, new jobs will emerge and others will be displaced. For example, there would be growing job demand for data analysts and scientists, for digital marketing, to name but a few, process automation specialists, information security analysts, whereas there would be a decreasing job demand in terms of accountants and auditors, factory workers, mechanics and machinery repairers, and many other jobs. Especially nowadays, due to COVID-19, we need to conceptualize that COVID-19 is pushing companies 83% to scale remote work, 84% to accelerate digitalization, and 50% to accelerate automation. There are many ways that we can prepare young people for the post-COVID jobs market, educators. The most important ones are the ones that I'm going to talk about now. Number one, educators need to combine a mixture of high-tech, low-tech, and non-tech ways. The schools moved online during lockdowns, and the pandemic exposes the world's digital divide. So we might have people with the technical haves, those who have the access to high-quality devices, and the technical have-nots. For example, low-tech could be a downloadable resource, such as a PDF, whereas non-tech could be the inclusion of comic books or graphic novels, even the education of radio and TV broadcasts. Number two, educators need to understand that standardized testing and monolithic and rigid testing should be out of the scene and should be replaced by other forms of assessment, because testing the soft skill competencies such as teamwork and resilience is more important than assessing vocabulary and algebra. So educators and policymakers need to introduce new approaches to evaluating all these skills, the essential ones to ensure a successful workplace, especially the one in the post-COVID world. And number three, we need to foreground the idea of adaptability. According to the Harvard Business Review and Lawrence Stiller Ricklin, what your youngest employees need most right now is to empower their adaptability skills and financial resources, because they open more doors to them. Also, they talk about the digital learning, that is the real world learning. That's why blended on campus and online study is the best. The emergency remote teaching is just a compromise, so we need to have hybrid learning. Well, I would like to finish with mentioning some skills that cannot be replicated by artificial intelligence. The ability to undertake nonverbal communication, to listen to the voice of the customers in future jobs, to communicate warm feelings and the ones that transcend words, the ability to show deep empathy to customers, the ability to undertake the coaching ability or the counseling skills, the ability to perform collective intelligence management for leaders, and the ability to realize new ideas in organizations. These are skills that the young generation can also bear in mind, and they are blessed twice, because our role is to remind them that they need to feel successful. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Evangelia, for the wonderful presentations. And I think she needs a big round of applause for, we haven't spoken about skills yet, but she's the one who actually brought the skill development here on the forum. And I hope each one of you, those who are attending here or who are listening us on Facebook, would be benefited by what exactly is required in this world today. It's the skills. You may have education, you may have everything on platter, but if you don't have the necessary skills, the adaptability, adversity, and agility, I say those 3 A's. So ace those 3 A's. And thank you, Visalika, for such a wonderful thing. And she's all the way have attended this one from Greece. So stay there, because we have our mentors and our students also. So I would love you to felicitate them later. So we'll come back to you. Thank you so much. So next in our line of speakers, one of the guest speakers from Nepal, because we had a lot of students who applied from Nepal also for this GSLC'21, Mr. KP Bhusal. I invite you, and he's a dynamic motivational speaker, ROI-driven business coach, leadership and sales trainer with 10 plus years of teaching, selling, and training experience, and is a founder of Idea Education, a Kathmandu-based business training and consulting firm dedicated to transform lives and businesses through leadership, sales, and capacity building workshops. So I hope each one of you will be benefited by his. So these are also the handpicked speakers from all over the world. So over to you, Mr. Brusel. If you could just unmute yourself and take the floor.
Thank you so much, Chetna ma'am. And thank you so much all the GSLC team for organizing such a wonderful and grand event, such GSLC'21. And thankful for all the participants from India and all of other countries, even Nepal, from all around the world. And today I am very much excited and delighted to be a part of this GSLC event representing Nepal. There might be some students participating in this event, and I would like to encourage those students from Nepal as well. And today, actually, I'm not going to have a long session. So in a very short time span, I would like to share a very important thing for the students who are trying to hone their career in the 2020 onward. It means in the days to come. Just Evangelina was speaking about the skills that are important for 2025. That was defined by the World Economic Forum. In those top 10 list of skills for 2025, I think you might have noticed that one skill is leadership and social influence. I would like to stress on that particular leadership and social influence skill. And when you talk about leadership, people think that leadership is about influencing other people. Leadership is about creating followers and being a boss. But here, to all the students participating in this event and watching in Facebook and other media, leadership begins from yourself. Leadership begins from within. Leadership is not just about influencing people. Leadership is about living your life with honesty, with integrity, with fidelity, with the commitment to do something. It means leading yourself. That is why I would like to encourage all the students to lead yourself first, be purpose-driven person, then only you can lead other people. That is why try to lead yourself. And if you want to lead a great life, I just see there are two options in life. Just two options in life. All students who are in late teens or 20s or 30s maybe, you do have so much time to do something in life. But the 20s is very important life. The 20s, it means from 20 to 30, these 10 years of time is very crucial in our life. If we start having a relaxed life in 20s, then what happens in our 30s, what happens in our 40s, 50s, 60s is very pitiable. That is why if we want a great 30s, great 40s, and great 50s onward, so we have to have struggling mindset in our 20s. So I just like to encourage people that if we want to live a great life, we have to be ready to struggle in our 20s. But if we are okay with the average life, if we are okay with this mediocre life, it is okay to live an average life, then you don't need to worry about your future. But I think the participants here, they want a great life in their life. They want to do something important, something remarkable in the society. And if you want that, the one and only thing is you have to be ready to struggle in your 20s. You have to be ready to design your future when you are in 20s. And if you design your future when you are in 20s, then definitely your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, all your future will be great and wonderful. That is why I would like to encourage all the students and participants, let's not live by default. Let's try to design our future. Let's not just limit within this default setting. Let's try to design something new so that our future will be great and we will be able to adapt in 21st century as well. So I would like to say just one thing, because I am given just 4 to 5 minutes of time, and I'd like to once again focus on that is let's live a great life, let's design our future. let's not limit ourselves within a mediocre life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kushal. And why we kept the time limit was because we are living in era of instant gratification, I would say. So people have very less short, attention span. So we can make as crisp as possible. So that's the way we believe in, and all the panelists and future panelists will agree on that, because they can't stay for so long here on the on any of the sessions that way. So thank you so much for your kind words, and I feel that everyone here who is attending this would be benefited by this. And thank you for joining us all the way from Nepal. And next we have the other country here represented by Dr. Krishnantha Kapugama from Sri Lanka, who is a qualified flying instructor for fast jet fighters and VIP aircraft at Sri Lanka Air Force. He's also a PhD graduate in biometrics, commanded by His Excellency, the President of Sri Lanka, in RWP and bar and RSP, and 3 bars for the bravery and excellence displayed in the face of the enemy in flying fast jets during the long-lasting humanitarian operation conducted in 2009. He has presented several academic publications in national and international level conferences and contributed for various policy reformation of Sri Lanka Air Force, and presently is holding the responsibility as a senior instructor and directing staff air in Junior Command and Staff College Sri Lanka Air Force Academy, China Bay. He also mentors young minds at various universities. So over to you, Krishanta. The floor is yours, and I feel personally that everyone here would be benefited by your vast experience. So next 4 minutes are yours.
Thank you very much, Chetna. Good evening to you all. I will keep this discussion confined to academic kind of confinement. Now, we need to understand what the youth empowerment means first. I'm pretty sure that you are aware of it. However, it is basically the process where children and young people are encouraged to take charge of their lives. So how we are going to do this? This is the problem. Now, as the keynote speaker also spoke about, the problem solving ability is a very one of the best attributes that anybody should have as a human. Now, since all the previous 2 speakers brought up this AI integration and like big data coming into the scene, there's something called technical singularity. If you can access Google, you will see it. After 2029, maybe the intelligent machines will actually come into a big play, and they will actually surpass the human knowledge too after 2029 or so. So now, to be in the loop, this is a human concentric kind of world. Human is the key element who will control, decide the future of this world. So, but in few years, maybe there could be certain machines, obviously, will surpass the knowledge of the humans. So now, empowering youth. Now, we all know that the world population is almost like reaching 8 billion, more than 7.5 billion now. Out of that, 1.1 billion is youth. Youth, the age is basically regarded as 15 to 25, right? But now, out of 8 billion, 1.1 billion is like youth. So obviously, it is very important us to empower this young generation in a very good way, so that they can contribute the world and also the population, also the humanity one day in a nicer way. Now, there's a very important word that I would like to highlight here. It is none, but it is the word choice. The choice that you are like, the decision that you are going to make now is all about your choice. What you are going to do next, what is the field of education that you are going to go through, how you are going to treat your people, how you are going to treat your parents. Everything is about choice. But the problem, if you make a incorrect choice now, it will be shown someday in the future. So now sometimes the catastrophes that we are going through are the choices made by certain people like so many years back. So it is up to us to guide the children or the youth to make correct choices. So while highlighting that point, I would like to hand over the session to Chetna, and I also would like to thank the team and Chetna initializing this kind of concept and trying to make the world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Krishanta, for your wonderful words. And I think talking to the industry people, talking to the people who are actually in the workspace helps us to learn a lot. If you talk about me as a counselor or a career coach, this is where I learn from everyone who's there around me in my network. And that is how you should be learning. That is the message for all the youth and everyone who is attending here. And next in our bouquet of the speakers, we have Professor Dr. Devinder Arora. He's an alumnus of IIM Kolkata and presently Dean of Merit Institute of Engineering and Technology, Merit, and also founder president of the International Recognized Sports Academy Associations of India, which is also known as SPA India, duly recognized Department of Higher Education, Ministry of HRD by Government of India. Professor Devinder Arora is the first Indian academician and a crusader of sports management in India and sports management guru who is solely credited with government recognized several copyrights for intellectual creations like curriculum design in sport management, sports song Khelega India. So over to you, Professor Arora, and thank you for coming. I know you have a session already lined up for you, so please take your 5 minutes and enlighten each one of us who are here so that they also know the value of sports and what all you're doing. So over to you, Professor Arora. If you could unmute yourself.
Yeah, I unmuted.
Okay, fine.
So hi, the young gun of entire world.
Professor Arora, I think you're using two devices, so if you could just...
Yeah, now I'll tell you. Because I feel I am late already. I just entered at home.
There is still an echo.
I just off that second device. Now you can see only one. No duplicate is there.
Yes, thank you.
No double roll.
Double is quite a big echo.
Yeah. So it's a very wonderful good evening from India. And I have a 300 second. I think you saw the movie of 300, the Spartans. Huh? So you all are a Spartan here, the young guns. We are running the one series of the views from young guns, means all youth. And as all we knows, I think lots of speakers, they share their views about the so many technical things, machine learning, artificial intelligence. If you want to read artificial intelligence, you must be intelligent. I'm not able to see the smile on your face. What happened with you, man?
Yes, I agree. All are smiling.
That's great. Here, just I am giving you some mantras. Mantras from learning from life. All you should know about the critical thinking. Here is so many work done. Along with my student, I'm doing the work on the critical thinking. I'm doing some work on design thinking. So these two thinking, it definitely require for the coming 25 years. And for coming 2500 year and before 2500 year, there is a very much more important observation skill. Observation skill is very important to each and every, maybe a newborn child or maybe a person who's 100 plus. Observation. So we use a terminology at, we are going to a copyright again. I have a 5 copyright. Ob-anal skill. We give the name of ob-anal skill. Ob-anal skill, it's work not only in education, not only in technology, it's work in each and every second in our life. if our observation is underestimate just few seconds, might we will lose the gold medal. As now the Tokyo Olympic is in front of us, and we saw our so many players, they are bringing a laurel for all of us. Observation analysis is a very important. Whenever you are visit any mall, just observe how many shops are there. Just observe how many people come into the mall, and after 1 or 2 hours, how many people are leaving the mall with their packets. So just your observation said, out of 100 footfall, there's a 10 become a customer. These are the things you start from your life. You are going to see a movie, Ford versus Ferrari. Just you find out how much technical aspect, technical challenges they faces. Some of you might be saw that movie, Ford versus Ferrari. How much management challenges they face. So even then, your age might be from 10 to 20 years, but you are a leader. I have a lots of example. At the age of 10, they completed their 12th class. It's surprise, but it happened now. As surprise, you can see in the one-day matches, nobody think about that double century in the one-day matches. But now you see 175 in 2020. So what you think, that's going beyond all. And another thing, you must develop the CID in you. Everyone has a CID. You saw the, I think, some movie or serials in the India, CID. If I have asked the Niharika, Harshita, Diksha, you all saw the CID. So CID comes in our mind. What is this? It's a creativity. C. Initiativeness. We must have to have some creativity. Maybe if we are taking any aspect, we have to check it. What is this? What is the material of this? Maybe we can disassemble it, or then we assemble it. If we fail, just give 2 tears, then parents will forgive you. No issue. So we have to develop that creativity in ourselves. And as some of the parents are with me, then they have to motivate, do some creativity with the newspaper, with your sari, with the shirt of the papa, whatever they want to do, let's do that. Because we parent the age of 40 to 45, we are leaving our dreams in our children. Am I right? Big thumbs up. What we are enabled to, due to some circumstances, we are seeing that same dream that our kids should enjoy the life. They should enjoy the life. Again, initiative. Initiativeness is very important. You are, whatever you are a creative, if you are not taking an initiative, you are not giving the 101% to the society, then definitely you will be out from it. After initiative, you must be dedicated. Dedication will bring the result. So this is the total CID. I have a 3-hour session on this, but just give 300 seconds to you. And next, be happy in a life. And my word of mantra, you can see in my copyright, that's a must, M-A-S-T, must. Those are from India, they can understand the meaning of must. Those are from the entire world. Just Chetna, help them to understand the meaning of must means funny, enjoy, joyful. Manage always stress and time. Got it? I am repeating. Manage always stress and time, either by will or by force. And newborn baby, he is also must. He just once his diaper is wet, then he again start crumbling. Oh, because we want to enjoy with them. We want to clap for him, but he's intentionally, he's in intention. He just change my diaper, then talk to me. He is also must. And you, Hiyat Perez, how are you, man? I can able to see your smile, huh? Yes. So you see that you are a must. Dhruvi Jain, you are a must because you are managing your dresses. If today you are on the social side, this photograph goes, tomorrow you will not wear this dress. Once in a while in the Facebook, why? Huh? It happened. There's some tension. Manage always stress and time. Everybody equipped with this, we can say, this very good thing for in our life. Must. Everybody's must. Now you agree? Everybody's agree. Everybody's must. Why are you worried? And I already shared with you observation and analytical skill. To get success in your life, we must have a seed of CID in you and develop your observation and analytical skill. This is my 300-second mantra for all of you. Khelega India, Khilega India. Everybody plays, must play either in or out, whatever. You can play the table tennis on your dining table also. Enjoy. Happy day for all of you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Arora. And I think those who don't know, must is in Hindi. It's a Hindi word where it means, as you said, enjoy life as it comes to you and stay happy and stay alive. That's what it means. So thank you, Dr. Arora, for your kindness and for your time. I know you have another commitment to go for, so please stay with us for if you can. And as we go on with our program further. So these were the 4-5 speakers from across the world who has shared their insight with all of you. The idea was to enlighten, idea was to see that what is actually going on in the world and how do we as an adult feel about the youth and what is that experience which we want to bring on table for you. And now coming to the GSLC, as the felicitation ceremony carries on, so I have 4 most precious people here with us, starting from Mrs. Sunita Rajiv. Those who have mentored these 15 finalists, they have actually trained them and listened to their voice and choice and made sure that they speak well, they are polished well, they are ready to be presented on the World Forum, because it doesn't matter who's listening right now. What will matter in the later future is what did you say when you were in this particular situation of adversity here. And that was the reason Global Student Leadership Conclave was organized, so that everyone was talking on different forums about, from the policymakers, from the teachers, from the head of the schools, from the government, but nobody was asking these children or this youth particularly, that what are they feeling about. And if you would watch these on these events live on Facebook or the YouTube, so you would know that what exactly they felt about it. And it was just not in India, but across the world. That's what matters. And that is what we wanted to bring on table for everyone to listen to. And maybe somebody hears their voice and somebody puts it in their policy that, okay, this is the way they want their classrooms to be. This is the way they want their sports room to be. And this is the way they want their lives to be. So thank you so much for each one of you, those who were there. Please stay with us. And for the mentors, coming back to the mentors. So Mrs. Sunita Rajiv, she's an eminent educationist, a multi-award awardee for her international collaborations, and a very good friend of mine, and a storyteller whose passion lies in mentoring the learners of any age group for that matter. So anytime when I feel that, okay, I need to share something, so she's my go-to person, I would say that. An artist by heart, she sings very well, she paints very well, she brings out the best in every project she works for. And may I request her to share her experience as a mentor of GSLC'21. So Sunita, ma'am, over to you for the next 1 minute.
Sure. I'll keep it short, Chetna. Thank you so much for having me. And our first speaker said we have to make our children think that they're going to be successful. They are successful. I think that's what skills reform is doing. So thank you immensely. The journey in one word is metamorphosis. So from caterpillar to butterflies, they have blossomed. Look at the confidence on their faces. Look at the smiles on their faces. Look at the gleam on their faces, I would say. That fills my heart with joy. And another stand which I take from the second speaker, he said, lead yourself. I would say, take the lead. Lead yourself, yes, but also take the lead. Do not wait for the world to tell you what to do. Think, because leaders are made of a different material. And from the next speaker who said, in order to share something with the world, you need to be intelligent. In order to take the artificial intelligence, you need to be intelligent. So children, or my dear students, my dear youth, you have to read a lot. And if you don't have time to read, I would say, sit for a few minutes with people who have read a lot. So listening to lectures, TED Talks, that should be your mantra, because future is now. But the journey has been absolutely a great delight for me. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you, Jitna ma'am.
Oh, you were very short, and just stay with us. And may I request our keynote speaker and our chief guest, Ms. Evangelia, to do the honors. And so, since this is a virtual ceremony, and we thought we should felicitate our mentors also. So here is a certificate for you, Sunita ma'am. A token of gratitude from us. So, Evangelia, if you could just say a few words to her from your side, and maybe present the certificate just as a token of
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, sure. Well, this is a token of gratitude to Sunita Raji. Am I pronouncing the surname well?
Okay.
For her contribution as a mentor at Global Students Leadership Conclave 2021, which is an annual international event organized by Skills Reform. And I would like to add that mentorship is a great idea here. Thank you very much for enlightening the young generation and all the students. We need this as well. So you are more than welcome for your contributions.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you. And this will be in your inbox soon, Sunita ma'am. Thank you for being there. Next mentor, which we would like to felicitate, is Ms. Aradhana Kolkachu from Jodhpur, a soft-spoken corporate trainer, and she's a soft skill trainer and a psychologist. She spearheads Mind Matter Asia and is one of the most sought-after mentors at Skills Reform too. Every student or client who's coming to us would like to have her as a mentor. So Aradhana, over to you about your experience with these 15 gems as you have spoken and trained them and polished them.
Thank you so much. A very good evening to everybody. It's an honor to be in such august company. I'd like to begin with thanking Skills Reform for this opportunity to work with budding talent, the leaders of tomorrow, the decision makers, the path pavers, the trendsetters of tomorrow. Their energy was truly electrifying. Mentoring students here was my way of contributing to the future that we all seek. See, public speaking will always have its charm and its nuance, no doubt. But it is most impactful when it is backed by belief and commitment. And when I was working with Panel 1, I was pleased to see that their inputs were insightful as well as rooted from genuineness. Now, this is what we seek for as a society, as a global community, genuineness, the one quality that marks the beginning of all qualities that are required to bring in the shift in perspective that the world requires today. As Herbert Spencer once said, and I quote, "The aim of education is not knowledge, but action." So I'm going to thank all you young ladies who were part of Panel 1, all the other speakers that have been part of GSLC'21, Skills Reform, and the platform of GSLC'21. Thank you so much for bringing it to light here and letting me be a part of it. Thank you, Chetna.
Thank you, Radha. Just stay with us. And Evangelia, I request again to you, because that's what, so we can have the certificate, and if you could just felicitate her virtually.
This is another token of gratitude to Radhana Kolkachu, right?
Yeah, right.
Again, for her contribution as a mentor at Global Students Leadership Conclave 2021. It was a great, although brief, but a great speech. Meaningful. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, Aradhana, for training them so well. And we can see the smile on their face, and all of you can just give a good round of applause through your reactions to all the mentors as they have been doing it so well with you. And next one is the youngest one on the mentors, Mrs. Diksha Bajaj, an English language trainer with British Council in Cambridge. And she brings exuberance to the group she works with, as I've seen with the panel when she's connecting. So the young minds and the young heart, they connect together. And she was the trainer and mentor for the panel 3. So Diksha, your words and your experience on GSLC'21.
Thank you so much, Chetna. I think, like everybody said, it's absolutely wonderful to meet and talk to these. I'd say these are the leaders of the future, And for me, the most exciting part of it was the way they debate, which is something that the whole world needs. We need debates. We need meaningful conversation as debates, not just to show our superiority, but for the sheer exchange of ideas. This whole exchange has to be so meaningful, where everybody absorbs the other side of the story. And I think that is how the whole perspective is built, the whole world is built, when we start listening to the other perspectives. So I congratulate you all, to the team members, and to all the students, because I think a skill that I think we genuinely need in today's times is that of a meaningful debate, and which I think they all have developed really, really well. So great going on that, and I think we all are extremely proud of them and the way they've now come across as future leaders. So congratulations, and I hope to see them and see their progress even in the future. So thank you so much, Chetna.
Thank you, Diksha. And I think this is the connection which we have made for life, I guess. So yes, we did have one of the most important person who's not joined us today, Tony Cranston from UK, who's the host of East London Radio, and he's a storyteller. So if we can just have a flash of the certificate, Rahul, for him. And so since he's not there, and for Diksha first, can we have the certificate? Sorry, my bad. So Evangelia, can you just, can we have the certificate again? All right. Yeah.
This is a token of gratitude to Diksha Bhattacharya for her contribution as a mentor at Global Students Leadership Conclave 2021. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And Diksha, this will be in your inbox soon. Okay. And as we're talking about Tony Cranston, so yeah, he could not join us today because of his prior commitment. But as a storyteller, those who attended, because we conducted one orientation session on the art of public speaking, where these all golden mentors were there with us. So Evangelia, if you could do the honors of this presentation.
Of course. A token of gratitude to Tony Braxton for his contribution as a mentor at Global Students Leadership Conclave 2021. Congratulations again.
Yeah, thank you so much for this. And before we go further, Rahul, is it possible to have a quick click with all videos on who are here, so that everybody is captured in this frame today? Can we have it? Let's go live with this. Yeah, so you can switch on and you are live. All of you are looking wonderful. So let's have a smile, and you can say skills reform. Just a moment. Let's capture this beautiful frame, and you can check yourself on every forum for that matter. Yeah, I think we have got it right. Yeah. So next in the series is the reason of today we have gathered here is the felicitation of all the young minds here, the 15 finalists, and may I request every one of you to give them a big round of applause, as some of them were really raw, some of them were really nervous also, some of them were, they don't know, they did not have the idea of how to face the camera, but they were good speakers for sure. And selecting and picking them from the 600, then we went to 100 finalists and semi-finalists, and then these 15 gems of ours. And during the process, we all decided together as a team that we should start something like student mentorship. Sorry, I'm announcing it before, but that was because so that everybody of you should know that we will be starting with the student mentorship program also. So all these will be the, I would say, the leaders, the student leaders for GSLC 2022. And they will be picking, they will be selecting, they will be organizing this event on behalf of skills reform. So that's the milestone which we will cover into 2020. Now, panel one speakers, this panel was on embracing the interdisciplinary curriculum. As all of you know, in India, NEP 2020 has been introduced, and the college and the course and everything is changing. So these students have, these young minds have actually discussed about it, and you can watch this on YouTube and Facebook. So first one we have, and I would request the mentor for panel one, and maybe one of the guest speaker also, maybe Krishanta, you can join us in felicitating this panel one. So first one in the line is Fatima Ashkar. If you could just read out or say some words for them. So can we have their certificates, Rahul? Fatima, would you like to say something so you can? I think that's the way we can go about it.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I'm Fatma Askar from Pakistan. This was my first global panel discussion as a moderator, and Skills Reform gave me this opportunity. I'm truly honored to be chosen as a moderator from a group of such talented and skilled speakers. The experience I got from this panel discussion for me was as educating as it could ever be. I was not only able to develop my leadership skills, but also my communication skills, and I learned how to work together as a team efficiently. The 1 week of practice that we all had as a team before this panel discussion not only boosted my confidence, but I was able to work on my speaking skills and on my thought process with tips from our mentor. During the panel discussion, I got the opportunity to work on my views on certain topics as well. This experience allowed me to work with a team of great people while being under the mentorship of Aradhna ma'am, Chetna ma'am, and Chetan sir. I was able to lead a panel consisting of very talented panelists who impressed me greatly with their speaking skills and their unlacking confidence. Simrika, Rishika, Rachita, and Ratna. Thank you all for this great panel discussion that I was lucky enough to be a part of and lead. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
So this was just to give you the glimpse of how they have become polished and they're shining stars of our panel. So Aradhna and Mr. Dr. Krishanta, if you could.
Actually, Chetna, hearing to Fatima, I was really impressed because in a sentence, of course, we know that there are basically three things: that the value of the sentence and the emotion and maybe the motivation. So the emotional aspect when it comes to the speech and the non-verbal and verbal communication, both when it integrates together, you can deliver a nice kind of a message. So a leader should obviously have the best ability that a leader should have is to communicate well. So I'm pretty sure you guys have done a massive job in order to bring these youngsters to this kind of level. And Fatima, this certificate is for you, and I'm pretty sure you will keep on participating and keep on practicing, and also the team that who work hard to bring these youngsters to this stage is amazing. Thank you very much for doing that, this for the humanity.
Thank you, Dr. Krishanta. Aradhna, if you could just read the title which you have given to Fatima. So do the honor.
Absolutely. Fatima, you were as flawless and as smooth as an interceder. The reason why I gave you that, in Hindi, there is a term called Sutradhar, one who brings all together. And that is what I see you as. And there is so much more that you're capable of. And I wish you all the very best. You were wonderful on the day of the discussion. You were wonderful today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Radha. And stay here because we have the next one for Rachita Joshi. Rachita, it's your turn to speak and share your experience and how you feel about this panel discussion which you participated in, and then we will felicitate you with a certificate.
Good evening, everyone. Rachita this side. Like Fatima, it was also my first panel discussion, and the experience was worth cherishing. The topic of the discussion, of course, was itself very enlightening. And I would say it was an interaction with intellectuals. Right from the first training session to the panel discussion, there was a constant motivation that pushed me through. Be it the mentors or my fellow participants, I learned a lot from each one of them. Aradhna ma'am, Chetna ma'am, Chetan sir, Simrika, Fatima, Ratna, Rishika, thank you so much. I would also like to thank Skills Reform for this initiative, for providing us with such a great platform, and of course for believing in our abilities. Thank you so much.
Great, Rachita. So short and sweet. So anything from you, Dr. Prashanta, and then Aradhna, you do the certification? Or maybe you can just say congratulations to them, Dr. Prashanta.
Yes, Chitra, actually, the same thing that I have to say. So I would really like to congratulate Rachita as well for the. I'm pretty sure they have improved and they have sharpened their skill a lot under the guidance of you guys. And the only thing is that we need to keep going. Now, you should not stop it here. You should like continue to practice. You should deliver. You should deliver your ideas, or like you should keep on reading. That is what even the speakers also like instructed. So again, congratulations, Rachita. You have done a wonderful job, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you, sir.
Aradhna.
Congratulations. Yeah, the analyst of the group. Your comparisons, especially your confidence, it was amazing. I think that really boosted up the entire group. Thank you so much for a wonderful, wonderful discussion that day and for a wonderful little piece that you shared with us today.
Thank you, ma'am.
All the best for the future. Stay in touch.
Thank you, ma'am.
And next one we have is Ratna from Varanasi, India. So Ratna, over to you for your experience, your words of wisdom, and then you will be receiving your certificate.
Hello everyone. Actually, I'm sorry I have turned off my video due to network issues in my areas. Okay, so today I'm very thankful to be a part of this great team, GSLC, and it was like my very first global panel discussion. I have learned a lot, and to having such a great mentors within us, so it's a great thing. And I would like to mention that in the world of this pandemic and in this digital era, still you are giving us such a platform where just not to throw us the opinion only, just like yes to speak on that topic, but you teaches us, guided us how to speak, what the speaking is exactly mean about. So that's a very fantastic thing. I just love that, and I'm very glad and hoping for the next. Thank you.
Thank you, Ratna. And Aradhna, the certification. And Dr. Prashanta, if you have to say something.
Chetna, I would like to tell you something. In 2006, actually, I came to Jodhpur to do my jet flying training. Okay, it was a very it was a very demanding task to fly a fast jet. So there I realized, okay, if I can do this, obviously you can do so many things in your life. So similarly, now when I came to India, like it was very difficult me to understand the local language, and there are so many things, right? So the communication, maybe verbal or non-verbal, is very important. So looking at these youngsters today, I foresee that the future, as I told you, the India is the largest youth. India is the country who has the largest youth generation till 2030, and I'm pretty sure, especially India, has a massive power, a soft power, and also the whole world. Absolutely, they have a massive soft power, like the generation that these youngsters today definitely will be a very good contribution to the world. Maybe when we are old, maybe they will guide us, they will invent so many things, they will come and like do so many things to the world. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Prashanta. And You do. Yeah, Aradhna.
Thank you, Ratna, the showstopper. Amazing rounding up that day and today as well. As always, graceful and all the very best, dear. I hope you all, in fact, achieve what you plan to because you all have the potential to do so. I'm wishing you all the very best and hope to see you soon on the platform yet again.
And next one in the line is Rashika Agarwal. Rashika, can we have you and your learning experience from here and what you have to say about it?
Thank you. So, you know, when I was participating in my first panel discussion, the main aim for me was to just, share things. And what took me by surprise is that I come to not only learn, I come to not only share things, but also learn a lot in this short period of time we had together. And it was, like a lightning bolt, quick and full of energy. And it provided me with a lot of knowledge and light. I realized that the things we shared was more than just an opinion. It was a perspective of the specific person's life, and I could experience that as well. My experience was like a small little bird on its nest, and someday this little bird needs to leave from its nest. And so, through this discussion, my first discussion this time, I had with different people I had never met, it taught me how to fly from this small nest and experience something new. So I'm glad I had participated in this, and I will truly treasure the moments we had and will have in the future. I'd like to end with a small quote given by Lee Michel, and I quote, being part of something special doesn't make us special. Something is special because we all were part of it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And I think we can have her certificate. And what's the title? So she is the storyteller, Aradhna.
Thank you, my storyteller. Your prop usage during the presentation was amazing. The quote you just gave was very, very nice and very appropriate. And here's wishing you all the best for leaving the nest eventually and fly soar high.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And since we have little paucity of time, so I'll go fast forward. Simrika Basnet, can we have your views on what is your experience about this? If you could share that in 45 seconds.
Very exuberant evening to one and all. My journey in GSLC begins from a sponsored post of skills reform on Instagram. I went through the post thoroughly and with all my zeal and enthusiasm gathered. And I clicked on the registration link and signed up for it. Days passed by and I'm in my virtual classes, and suddenly I get a call from Skills Reform. You've been selected for the panel discussion. I was over the moon and the real journey began. This was my first panel discussion, and having a mentor like Aradhna ma'am made the experience so much more memorable. Her guidance and support throughout the preparation has truly shaped me. And listening to my fellow panelists, their perspectives, sharing my points of view, and understanding each other's points of view, coordinating and moving forward to make a difference was the best part of the session. As rightly stated, you can speak well if your tongue can deliver the message of your heart. This platform was provided to me by GSLC'21. I'd like to take a moment and thank the entire team of Skills Reform for providing me with such an opportunity to express myself, to enhance my skills, and make friends for a lifetime. Thank you so much.
Oh God, lovely you are, and lovely speech. So Aradhna, can we have the...
Wonderful, Simrika, the conceptualizer. You definitely were. And you know what? The heart and tongue connection is there and it's very strong. And I congratulate you for that. And I wish you all the very best for the future, dear.
Yeah, thank you. So with this, we come to the end of the panel 1. Felicitations. So thank you, Dr. Prashanta, Aradhna, for doing the honors. And the next one is the panel 2, which was on challenges of virtual education. Just to underline the fact that the panel 1 was all the students from grade 9 and 10. And you can see how they have come out so well. And I'm really proud of you. And many congratulations to you. The second panel was basically for grade 11 and 12. That was the category because these students are facing the challenges of virtual education, waiting for their board exams, not knowing what will happen to their future. They have to apply for the college admission. So these students spoke from heart, I would say, and a lot of deliberation happened. So the first one to be felicitated is Arush Shrivastava from CMS Lucknow, if I'm not wrong. And I request all of you to mention your country at least, so that people would know about that from where do you belong to. So take pride in mentioning your country. So Arush, over to you for next 45 seconds, and then we'll come with the felicitation.
Thank you so much, Chetna ma'am. Hi everyone, I'm Arish Srivastava from India. So like everyone else, this was also my first ever panel discussion that I was a part of. But also it was the first opportunity for me to not give any speech or read out any scripted debate, but to only express myself and speak my mind and my experience on the virtual education that is now much of a part of all of our lives. So when I was selected, honestly, I was really nervous. I remember I used to be terrified when my name was called out or when I realized that it is my turn to speak now. But time by time, practice by practice, I realized myself getting more confident at expressing myself more clearly. So the confidence it has instilled in me is going to help me throughout the future public speaking opportunities. And I have learned so much being among such a wonderful mentors and such a talented panelists. So yeah, I'm going to carry these 5 to 6 minutes, including this time I'm speaking, my whole life. And it was a great experience. And I thank Skills Reform for having me a part of such a successful and a great event. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Arush, for your kind words. And I think it was your diligence which made you to be on the panel for this one. So may I request the mentor for panel 2, Mrs. Sunita Rajiv, to do the honors for.
Thank you, Chetna ma'am. It's really an honor for me to say that, Arush. You are the creative crusader, and you're going to take this battle on, speaking your mind, leading the youth, and being the role model for many more to come. And really, we're very, very happy to see you blossom, having blossomed so well, and you are definitely going to shine forth. God bless you. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. And please stay with us. So next one in the lineup is Dhruhi Jain from India again. So Dhruhi, your words and your experience, your 45 seconds of fame, I would say.
First of all, I would like to thank Skills Reform for organizing this wonderful event. It was truly a memorable experience, and I learned so many new things, gained a lot of exposure, and made memories that I would remember for a long, long time. It was also my very first time participating in any event outside of school, and an event where I had to express my own opinions and spontaneously, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I am so thankful for GSLC and Skills Reform, for Sunita ma'am, the mentoring she did for us, everything that was wonderful. The amazing panelists, Chetan sir, Chetna ma'am, and the entire team of Skills Reform. Congratulations on having organized this successful event. I absolutely loved the concept, the idea, the execution, and best of luck to the organization. I can see Skills Reform growing and becoming a big name. And I can say that I would always be proud of knowing everybody here and being a part of this.
Thank you, Madam, for the lovely words of yours and a small token of gratitude from our side. Sunita ma'am has given you something, some title. So, Sunita ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Chetna ma'am. Dhruhi, this is just the beginning. So the visionary in you has to be polished more. You have to see the road, not only just 4 steps ahead, but actually the long road which is leading to the future has to be seen by you. So you are the visionary and absolutely having full faith in the way you are going to lead the youth. Congratulations. God bless you.
Thank you. And next one is Harshit Chatwal. Harshit, can we have you for 45 seconds?
Yeah, sure. Good evening, everybody. My name is Harshit Chatwal and I am from India. First and foremost, I would like to thank Chetan sir and Chetna ma'am for organizing GSLC 2021 virtually and selecting me as the moderator and speaker. I suppose it was an extraordinary opportunity, not only for me, but for all the students who got a chance to speak in GSLC. I have participated in some international debates, but this was my first panel discussion. And I can tell that this was the most special one. Reason being the guidance of Sunita ma'am, from explaining how to present yourselves in terms of body language to some valuable advices about voice modulation. I think I have got a lot from participating in this discussion and highly advise uh, students to apply next year for this discussion. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Harshit and Sunita ma'am.
Sure. The certificate is on the screen, Harshit. You were steering the ship actually like the captain, and you are the harbinger, absolutely. You are going to bring a change, and this is just the beginning. And definitely the way you have, worked upon yourself, taking every clue, because the receptivity of the listener actually matters everything. Rain falls on everyone, but it is received by the cups that are straight, it is said. So beautifully done. Congratulations. God bless you.
Thank you. And next one we have Riyadh from Sri Lanka, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Riyadh, pardon me. But, yeah. Riyadh, can we...
Thank you, Chetna ma'am. Hi everyone, I'm Riyadh from Sri Lanka. And I would first of all like to thank Chetan sir, Chetna ma'am, and the entire skills reform team behind this scene, behind what we see in our screen, because they actually are unsung heroes. And first of all, thank you everyone for the massive effort put into it. And personally taking my experience, this is, to be honest, my first experience in talking on a global platform. And there, I think, with the help of our amazing, fantabulous, and actually absolutely mentor, Sunita ma'am, I would like to thank her so much, the inspiration and for everything she has shined upon us, that each and every mistake that we made were pointed out and embraced with kindness and a lot of inspiration that actually gave me a lot of confidence to pursue public speaking in deep, although it was something new that I was exploring. Thank you, Sunita ma'am, for that. And I would also like to thank all the other mentors who are present here and all the guest speakers for their wonderful and marvelous inspiration given, even through 1-2 sentences. And before I end, I would also like to give a word to the guys and the girls who are listening to us right now and on the day of the event. And that is within the next 4 to 5, 6 years that we'll be all entering the corporate world. I mean, I would say the real world. So I think before we do that, it is our responsibility to discover ourselves. And this platform is a place where you discover. It's not something you learn. It's not only public speaking. You learn how to research things, how to be confident, how to embrace other people's attitudes, and how to put your perspectives and your views onto a table to be accepted and embraced by the others. So make this opportunity to shine among the other people in your generation and hopefully embrace this opportunity to help other kids as well. So highly recommend and ask every one of you guys to invite next year. And just remember that we all are rooted for you. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Riyadh. I think we call you rightly the Sri Lanka Express here. Just to let you know, yes. Your certificate says something else. So Sunita ma'am, over to you.
Cheta ma'am, he is the vivacious voice. He has the power of positivity. While everybody sees the glass is half full, he has the power of seeing that, with half empty, he has the power of seeing the glass is half full also. The positive side, he was able to see it. And, when this power of positivity is strewn in all the approaches of life, it is going to be really a success story indeed. And absolutely, I can see all the sunshine in his smile today. Thanks to skills reform, he's really reformed, transformed person. God bless you. God bless you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We have Niharika coming next.
Next one is Niharika coming up. So Niharika is from Chandigarh, India, and kind of a social activist, I would say. So Niharika, over to you for 45 seconds.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. Firstly, I'd love to see all those smiling faces on the screen. Thank you. And another thing is that the mentoring I'd like to thank Sunita ma'am. She was so motivating and encouraging all the time. And I could see the difference between the first session that I had and the final day. Also that almost everything that everybody mentioned, I second totally. The only thing that I'd like to mention is that it's great that we've come across a platform and also come together to devise solutions, like ma'am also mentioned, that we're not here to just debate and contradict each other. We're not here for that. We're here to discuss and come to a fruitful conclusion. And that's what we did. So it was great. And the power of collaboration, how you come together, and the power of youth, I realized through this platform. So it was great. And thank you so much. I look forward to staying in touch with the platform and everybody else involved.
Thank you. Can we have her certificate?
Of course, she's the torch bearer, Chitna ma'am. I see Greta Thunberg in her. And, just power of youth, she so rightly mentioned. And this power is to be doubled, multifolded, many-folded. And this has to actually come up in the entire scenario of the world, because the voice of youth, when the skills reform is given you a platform, let that be heard by each and everyone. God bless you. Congratulations, Niharika.
Thank you. And with this, we come to the end of the panel 2 certification, or the felicitation of the certificates. And the next one in the lineup is panel 3. This was the undergrad and postgrad students from all over the world. And the topic was relevant roadmap to future, higher education or dream job. And the first one, who was the moderator, so Isit, Ruxana, 45 seconds of yours.
Warm greetings to the respected jury and all of these over here, my fellow panelists. It brings a great warmth to my heart to be a part of GSLC'21 as a moderator and speaker for panel 3. To be honest with experience, it's a great opportunity for youths like us. Getting featured on many newspapers, Instagram pages, getting calls from prominent dignitaries all across my town, my homies appreciating my work, and my fellow entire town encouraging me to do so much more really gives me goosebumps. I have never imagined myself in this level within this span of time. In this very special moment, I would love to thank Diksha, the mentor. She mentored us in a way that, it is really a very big opportunity for youths like us. Seriously, getting all those stunts done in the first attempt is not that easy, and she made us shine like a stars. Extremely grateful to the entire team of Skills Reform for granting us this opportunity. Thank you so much, Chetna ma'am and Chetan sir, Rahul sir, for everything. I feel so honored to be a part of this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Isit. And Diksha, can you do the honors of whatever title you have given to them?
Sure. So a stellar performer here and a stellar performer even in the panel discussion. She was a moderator, but I don't think so that not only did she moderate the whole session, but she managed to string together all the opposite views so beautifully, which is exactly what was expected out of her. So the word moderation usually lacks in debates, and I think she did it so beautifully. So I couldn't. And when I thought of Isa, the only 2 words that came to my mind were that she is a stellar performer, and I think the ability to pay attention to everybody and still string things together in a very concise manner is all that it takes. So I'm sure you have a very brilliant future ahead, Isa. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Can we have our certificate also for Isa? Okay. The next one is Rahma Faugia. Rahma, your words on your experience. Are you here, Rahma? Can we have you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be able to talk with such a great person here, given a lot of guidance and mentoring to us, to Diksha ma'am, sistering the podium. this international event is very well organized. You will get a lot of insight and see from a various perspective. And the most valuable of course, is the experience. I would like to encourage youth like us. I really encourage you to take part in activities like this. Of course, for your activities to offer for you. That's all I can say. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, so very short and sweet. I think Diksha, the certificate for her.
Absolutely. The rising star. So rising star not only shoots up, but it also shines bright, which I think perfectly fits the title that I thought for her. She was from the first session to the next session. I think it was a very beautiful transition, and I could see the difference that that she'd made. So a rising star, and I think she'll continue to be so.
So
congratulations, Rama.
Thank you, and big round of applause from all of us, because we are not able to, and I don't want everybody to unmute themselves. So you can just the reaction. And the next one in the lineup is Ramisha Fariha. Ramisha, your words on your experience with GSLC'21.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. A very good evening to all the respected members present here. And first of all, I'm Ramisha, I'm from India. And it's an honor to hear all the amazing speakers out there, and GSLC. It's become like a small family for me. Like in family, I learn from every member, little things, and like that in my this whole family, my other panelist speakers, my mentor Chetan sir, Chetna ma'am, Rahul sir, from technical issues to guiding me, not only guiding me in this whole speech area, but for whole life. I think this tips is not for this session, but for the whole life. And thanks to Diksha ma'am for monitoring me and giving us some amazing tips, not only for this session, just how to start a session, how to give a speech. And thanks to all my co-panelist members who are really very amazing, Sia, Rehma, Aishat, and special thanks to GSLC for giving me this opportunity and a platform, and really looking forward to it. And thanks to all the other members who are there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Ramesha. And I know you have, you have done a lot of efforts when you were coming up with this particular, whatever limitations you have. So thank you so much for your kind words. So Diksha, what's the title for her?
Well, there are very few people in today's times who have it in them to be a risk taker, and it takes a lot of courage to do that. So I thought she's definitely a risk taker, because not only will she step out of her comfort zone, but she'll ensure that even others get comfortable with the idea that she's sharing. So I thought this isn't something which is a quality that's found in everybody. So I thought that is what made her really stand out in the debate, which is why I thought she was a risk taker.
Yeah, thank you. And the last one for the panel 3 is Sia Goel from USA. Sia, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sia. I'm from the USA. Thank you to the Skills Reform team and to Diksha ma'am for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you to all my co-panelists and our moderator, Isaf, for an absolutely wonderful event last week. I think Skills Reform and the Global Students Leadership Conclave has shown the immense talent, passion, and inspiration that our youth generation holds. And I cannot wait to work with all of you in the future. And once again, thank you for this absolutely incredible opportunity, and best of luck for everyone's future endeavors. See you soon, future leaders.
Thank you, Sia. Short and sweet, like your name. So Diksha, what's the title for her? Can we have her certificate?
The Game Changer. And because I think there are a lot of, in today's times, we need people who can make a difference, who can create a difference, not only to their own lives, but also to the lives of others, and not just with their own talent, but also being very expressive about it. And that can only come if you think differently. So with Sia, I thought things are definitely going to change for both, not just for her, but for the society around her. So which is why I thought, this was like a perfect melting pot. It is a conclave where you have a risk taker, performer, moderator, and a game changer. So congratulations, Sia, and congratulations to everybody here.
Yeah, so thank you, Diksha. And with this, we come to the end of our ceremony, the grand finale of GSLC 21. I request each one of you to please, there is a feedback form in the chat box. If you could just fill it up and give us your suggestions, recommendations, comments about how we can make this forum a better, bigger, larger one. And before we call it a wrap, I would request my partner and co-founder of Skills Reform, Chetan, to propose a vote of thanks, who is actually the mind behind the GSLC 21 when we were discussing about it after the webinars with the educators, principals, industrialists. So he said that why not students? And I said yes. If the boss says so, you have to say yes. So Chetan, over to you about your feeling.
Before that happens, Chetna, I have two sentences to say. One sentence for you, because you are giving youth the voice and the opportunity to speak and also train them. And second sentence for Chetan sir, because I know his caliber and the way he was so observant. Sir, one of the speakers mentioned about the observation skill. And Chetan sir's observation skill is so razor sharp. He within 5 points, he gave those observations to the speakers, which I think, were very, very profoundly helpful to everybody. So kudos to both of you, because I think everybody has been felicitated, has been, given a lot of appreciation. But from our side and from everyone, let us all put our hands together for the two of you. God bless you. Now over to you, Chetan sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your nice words. It's been my privilege to have witnessed such grit, passion, and skill from each one of you who made this event a success. I told you before also it was a dream. And because of you, it is now a reality, and we are gearing up for 2022 also now. So I, on behalf of the complete skills reform, the complete entire team, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to all the speakers for gracing your important work and sharing your experiences and ideas with us. The GSLC 2021 won't have been possible without our mentors, Sunita ma'am, Diksha, Tony Winston, Aradhna ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing your time and expertise with our students, encouraging them to put their voices in their words and creating these confident leaders out of them. A really a big thank to you for your mentorship and support. This event is incomplete without acknowledging the efforts put in by our young stars who planned, researched, discussed, and advocated for their ideas to the world. That is what we were looking at. Some speaking publicly for the first time, and see the change in them now. Not just in academic, it is recognized and rewarded. A special thanks to all the attendees also, anyone who attended the 3 panel discussions and the orientation program with us will be awarded a certificate. Please do fill up the form so that we can send your certificates in your inbox. We wish you all the very best for your future endeavor, and thank you once again to all the mentors, speakers, and lovely audience for engaging with us. See you next year for GSLC 2022. Till then, keep these moments and memories of skills reform GSLC 2021 in your heart. And don't forget, for any career mentorship, we are just a call away. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chetan. And let me acknowledge the presence of few more, because Dr. Piyush joined from Bangalore, and Dr. Vijay Lakshmi Rathore from Jodhpur. She was also part of this. I think they've left, but yes, thank you so much for each one of you who was invited and joined us from almost every place. So any last words from anyone, and then we'll wind up, though the vote of thanks have been proposed. But Evangelia, your thoughts on this forum, how do you feel about it? And then we'll wind up.
Well, greatness. I can find another word. I was really impressed by the voice of the panelists, the students here who talked. I think that they have been very well trained and they have the right attitude and the right mindset in order to become and maintain the leadership that they have just started.
Thank you.
So big, huge congratulations to all of you. Great job, great initiative. Bravo.
Thank you so much. Mr. Kushal also. If you are here
I'll
with
just
us.
put in one sentence, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please, please.
It's a little quotation by Liz Foslian, and it says diversity is having a seat at the table. Inclusion is having a voice, but belonging is having that voice be heard. And I think GSLC and skills reform have made that possible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Radna ma'am.
Thank you. And so, Mr. Bhushal, if you could say a few words, if you're here, anything for the students. Because now you've heard them, so I think you would be eager to say something about it. Because when I invited all of you here, you didn't realize, so you did not have any clue about it. So now you know what we have done. So it's important for us to know about your idea, your views.
Thank you so much once again. I was so excited to see and to hear all those participants, all those panelists, including Fatima, Ratna, and all those panelists. They have a wonderful presentation. They have done so good things. They have developed themselves quite a lot. So I'm happy to hear this, and I would like to congratulate them, and I would like to express best wishes for them in days to come. As we have already talked about different skills that will be needed for 21st century, will be needed for 2025 as well. So these students have done wonderful, and I hope they will do everything well. And I would like to thank you, the teams of Skills Reform, for organizing such a wonderful event, because this this initiative has developed hundreds of students, their lives and everything have been developed. So I'd like to thank you, everyone. And thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bhushal, for taking out time and being here with us for this GSLC 21.
Thank you.
Yeah. And last but not the least, Dr. Krishanta, because Dr. Arora has already left. So your words.
Now, I should appreciate the work that Chetna and Mr. Chetan has actually initiated. I'm pretty sure that it will be with your guidance and leadership, Chetna, and of course, maybe with Chetan. All this had happened. Previously also, you have invited me because of my busy schedule. Sometimes I could not participate. So now I see actually what you guys are doing, and it's really amazing. And you put your time and effort and everything in order to make these youngsters to become someone greater than they were yesterday. So appreciating the hard work and the excellent dynamics of your characters. Thank you very much for inviting me for this session. And I will in future, definitely I will, if you need any kind of assistance from my end, I am available. And while thanking all other participants, especially I have seen, I can't exactly remember the names of the instructors or the speakers that who spoke. I congratulate you also for making these students, I mean the small youth, to this kind of speakers, leaders today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Krishanta. And here we call it a wrap. So whatever gesture you want to show it on the Facebook, go ahead, and then we'll end this live session. So let's have this.
Yo, congratulations.
Everyone, just switch on your video. Let's have a good click. Smile. And I think today we have gone to a different height together. Yeah, so Shivani, you can switch on your video. She is one of my students who connected with me from GL Bajaj. So you can switch on your video and be there. Be there. Abraham, Isat, go ahead. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's the way. So we can have a quick screenshot and yes. So Rahul, can we? Thank you so much once again, and we see you next year, July 2022. And